good afternoon. It's just me right this moment while Harry is tending to some business. And I am really, really short in this chair. Let me back up a little. Let's see here. But yeah, this is Tuesday. For some of us, it's Taco Tuesday, and for all of us, it is Tribe Shout Out Tuesday. And that means we celebrate you, the business owners, the entrepreneurs, the content creators, the artisans, the crafters, anybody that's a member here at the network. We go above and beyond for you at no cost with promoting what you do. And then on Fridays, it's more like an extended live version of the shout out, for Friday, but it's more focused on one individual business, company, artist. And we do an interview or we just focus on that business and talk about their products and services. And so, this is where we jam pack as many businesses that we believe and support here. And yeah, so with that said, I don't have any of the cards up because I do not know really how to task away at this. I do want to give a shout out to everybody over at RLM Radio, Grim, Cirque, Vinny, Moose Girl. I love you. I love you, Moose Girl. You rock. And Flash. There's the Redneck Dentist. I really enjoyed listening to his shows. He's actually out of Oregon, Central Oregon. Place that holds my heart and my thoughts right now, especially with everybody over on the West Coast going through all the fires. There's a lot of fires out there. It's always on a flame this time of year, it seems like, in the most recent years to memory. But I hope he's being safe up there. Redneck Dentist. He does his shows, I believe, on Saturdays over there in RLM. And, on Sundays, Hal Anthony. Hal Anthony has been doing his thing from behind the woodshed for probably 14 years now. 14, 15 years, something of that nature. He's been doing it for a minute, and he talks about codes and laws and regulation and his experience battling the system, utilizing, knowledge and information, doing research, applying those same codes and everything, how to properly file. So you can listen. Tune to rlmradio.xyz, and they have a chat room there. You can hop in and say hello to everyone, Grim, and et al. So, yeah, check them out. And while Harry is still attending business, I do want to give a shout out to many of the ventures that we do here on site with the High HD Blue 3 that we have been, keeping busy with for the last year. In January, we decided that, we're really going to commit to this. And we've been cranking out instruments, guitars, banjos, bass guitars, and we are working on the next project, the design for the kind of like a rockabilly skull, flaming skull for a hollow body base project. So I'm really stoked about that. I've been tasking away and working on the design. I'd sketched it up by hand and uploaded it and digitally manipulating it to get to the color choices that Harry might like, for the mock-ups. And yeah, the America project guitar that we've been working on is just waiting to be assembled. I'm looking over there because it's sitting over there staring at me. So, and besides that, we got our Shopify, the Sacred Agora shop. Um, Harry works just as hard as I do as an artist, getting all these things set up as far as the apparel site. And I'm pretty happy with the way that the Sacred Agora, the direction that we're going in. So there's that. The Sacred Agora you can find on through the network here. I'm sure you're all enjoying me just like rambling on. So besides that, our newest member, Laura Lee, over at Bone and Branch here on Facebook, or over there on Facebook. You can find her page, and she has been adding and adding and adding all sorts of jewelry and the macabre and just all sorts of goodies. I suggest anybody that's into unique jewelry and expression, um, take a look at Bone and Branch. She has other projects in the works as well, and she's opening up a store there in Indiana. So that will be coming to fruition soon. As far as she when she announces her launch date for the metaphysics shop, she will let me know, and I will let you guys know. So I look forward to everything coming out of that lady studio. I've known her since childhood, and I love her dearly. She's my muse. We muse each other. It's a beautiful friendship that has just came to life over the years, and I'm just glad to have her part of my life still. There might be many miles between us, but we still have that closeness. So thank you, Laura, for everything that you do, and your mama. I love Mama Tammy, and your sister. So, and I'm gonna have to grab a drink. Hold on for just a second here. I had to actually grab the cat because the cat was making noise. The cat was doing stuff. But yeah, the Bone and Branch on Facebook. I believe that she's getting a Square site as well in the works. We'll see. We'll find out. And we have 3 viewers on the YouTubes and 1 on the Facebook. And let's see here. What else? He's got all these. I do not know how to operate all these things. Hold on, let me see banners. I'm going to try here. Oh yes, the didactic space. I've been working on that. The didactic space. You can go down there and see didactic.space. And that is where I'm kind of housing all our projects with the high HD, the the radio music streamer is there. If you want to listen to some underground hip hop by Matt Ills, I'm going to shout him out. That's my buddy. He also has a roofing insurance appraisal company called Josh on the Roof. If you're in Central Florida, give him a call. You can also find him on Mad Ills on Bandcamp, Spotify, YouTube, any streamer that you prefer to listen to your music. You can find him and the rest of the Gorilla uh, radio music family. So there's that. Let's see. Here is the Sacred Agora ticker. Ta-da! I was just talking about that. You can find all our music equipment that we build over there on Sacred Agora. We also have the apparel, and that's what I was talking about earlier as far as like the shop. And I'm going to give out a shout out to Harry's, my LMT.com. He teaches bass, gives bass lessons, teach music theory. He's got over 20 years, I think, of bass playing experience. And he's wanting to share that knowledge to you. He interacts with a lot of well-known bass players, especially through the Scott's bass lessons forum online. And yeah, like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even begin to tell you. There's Scott Devine, there's Gary Willis. My favorite, Danny Moe. You'll hear me constantly singing the praises of Danny Moe and ad-libbing, Dynamo to. Anyway, there's a lot of great guys over there on that forum, and it's very interactive, and it's reflective in some of the material that Harry shares. Information that you're not really getting anywhere else. And so it's really great to see the interaction between all the musicians in the community. So definitely go check out what Harry's doing over there at myilmt.com. So, and the network, where we promote you. And, unfortunately, Harry's not here to help me with the tickers. But, yeah, we promote everybody here on the YouTube and on Facebook here at the network. When COVID deemed a lot of us non-essential, and everybody had to find a way to make ends meet. A lot of friends, especially of Harry's that is affiliated with where he's working, there was a major layoff. I mean, there was major layoffs everywhere, let's be honest. But we could see the direct impact from where we're at. And yeah, everybody had to find their side hustle and make that their main hustle. And so with that, that's why we built this platform, is to promote your businesses. And if you didn't want to go back into the workforce, you know, become an entrepreneur and a business owner. Do it yourself. I mean, who wants to go back to the worker employee relationship dynamic? That construct isn't working. It wasn't working, and it put a lot of people out of work. And now they're expecting everybody to subject themselves to that kind of stress again. I mean, some of us are anxiety ridden people, and you know, I can only imagine that kind of stress, especially with the kind of overhead a lot of people's lives, require. The rent, the bills, the phones, the car payments, school. Yeah. So this is a way to promote you, to help you thrive and prosper. And in a world where everything is being, the entrepreneurship and the mom and pops have been slowly falling along the wayside. When you look at, for example, for the 80s and the 90s and the 1990s, when manufacturing kind of started dying, and the service industry kind of took place of that in its vacuum. And so a lot of people were left without vocation in the following generations. So we want to avoid that. We want to, promote and support the mom and pops, the people that had those small businesses that were there thriving before the Walmarts came in and the big box stores. So, I worked in the manufacturing industry off and on in my work experience, and seeing it from the automotive industry aspect, seeing the slow death of that industry, right there from inside the Rust Belt. And it really made me sad, just not only on my behalf, but seeing everybody around that depended on it. Detroit's the perfect example of that. And hopefully this sparks an entrepreneur renaissance. We need a renaissance of entrepreneurship and artisans and fabricators and DIYers, and we'll see where that takes us. But I think that's all I got to say right now. Since I do not know how to operate the banners and all the information here. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe? No. No. Okay, well, I'm going to hop off here, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I am not Harry Felker. I am Donna Van Meter. And y'all have a lovely and wonderful afternoon and evening. Bye. The button for girl to turn it off. There we go.